Hopefully this won't take very long. These are your instructions for the week of Monday, September 27th. This is actually the 6th week of the semester. We're starting to move down the road here a bit. Okay, there are only 2 assignments for this week. That would be in 1301, the chapters 6 and 7 quizzes. In 1302, that would be the chapters 22 and 23 quizzes. You need to take both of them by Thursday night. I have a small backlog of bonus worksheets that people submitted really a little bit late to get them back in time for the exam last week. I'll still grade them. You'll still get the bonus points. I'll hope to get that done by end of the day Monday. There's not a whole lot else for me to do on Monday this time around. And I would also hope to get your exams graded and posted by Monday or maybe Tuesday. It shouldn't take long. I'm used to grading 5 sections instead of just 2, so I can move through them fairly quickly. Okay. For 1302, several people reported that when they tried to take the Analyzing Sources quiz, some of the links did not respond, or they got a message that it did not exist. I don't know what all that's about. I did not set that up. Another member of the department did, because the quiz is department-wide. Whether in 1301 or 1302, you get a course-specific quiz, but it's department-wide. And so I've done 2 things. First of all, I looked at the I could see the grades, what people turn them in. They better than chapter quizzes. They better be. It's largely open book. But the problem was just in 1302. So if 1301, that time's up, that ship has sailed. In 1302, I'm giving you another week. I'm extending the deadline for another week to give time for working this problem out. And I'm giving everybody 1 additional attempt. So if you've taken it, you can take it again. Now, where the bad links are concerned, I'm going to advise Mr. Williams of our department to, I believe, set the thing up of what's going on with that so that he can fix it and we get a corrected version out there. If you're a little less patient than that, this will take a little explaining. All the sources are on a list. There's 10 of them. And the ones on the quiz are also the ones that you'll be using in the remainder of the writing project. Okay, next up will be a sources list, or a works cited list, actually, which is graded on completeness and format. That will be due in another week or 2. It'll be submitted by Turnitin. I'll tell you more about that when we get there. But, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit here. That will be graded on completeness, format. I need to see everything I need to see, and it needs to look like a biography should look. Then a few weeks after that, you'll have the thesis statement and outline, and then finally, down in November, you're going to have the final paper. So it's too soon to tell you much about that. But the sources are provided. You don't have to go digging through the library. They're provided, and they are the ones on a sources list. They're the same ones used on the quiz. All right? So I attached to the email I sent everybody that list with the active links. Those should work. They all work for me. I suspect that part of the problem with the quiz may have been where it says to see the source, click here. My guess is that in 1 or 2 cases, the ball got dropped somewhere in there. Okay, in the week of October 4th, you'll need just take 1 chapter quiz. I think that's probably chapter 7. Okay, so chapter 8 in 1301, chapter 24 in 1302. Okay. You need to be watching the lecture videos, because that takes the place of what would happen when you go to class, in a face-to-face class. My voice is a little bit rough. Very predictably, every year on September 19th, plus or minus 1 day, seasonal allergies just blow me down. And this is a little bit worse than usual this year. And for 2 days, I'd rarely ventured outside at all. When I get outside, my house is well insulated. When I go outside, it's just hard. And my latest little granddaughter's birthday party was this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and it was outside. So I'm sitting outside for between 2 and 3 hours, and I would have just sneezing fits where I just couldn't stop. Roughed up my voice a little bit, but I don't need to tell you that. That's why I sound funny. I guess that's not important at all. Okay. Seems like there might have been one other thing. Oh yes. As the semester goes by, at the end of the lectures or whatever documents that I post in a weekly module, it might say time out. And that will be things that they're not course pertinent. They're just meant to lighten things up a little bit. I have a little collection of commercials that I found to be humorous down through the years. They're not attempts to sell you anything. They're just examples of well-made humorous commercials. Some of them are very old, but don't take that too seriously. But we can have a little bit of fun with it. I'm going to quit this thing. How long have I gone here? 6 minutes? That's about right. So have a good week.